Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Vora today. We've got Hi-Rez coming soon enough, but Vora technically is still the newest champion. Really doesn't feel like she's been here all that long, at least to me, and we're already getting a new character, I think, in like the next month, maybe February, I think they said sometime around there. I honestly don't know, but Vora is the focus for today, and what I'm going to be doing is Flying Vora, or Max Tendril Vora, or Max F Vora, whatever you want to call it. We've got the setup here in the bottom left. I will also be doing a different video on this sometime soon, maybe after Hi-Rez releases, with a bit of a different twist, focusing on self-heal, but we're going to be going for Max F today. Like I said, this is my standard setup if you wanted it for some reason. I've covered this a bunch of times before, and this is what we're going with today. We've still got the self-heal in there, but they're pulled down by 2 levels each, so we can put max points into the cooldown reduction for the F and the cooldown reduction on the F with the Q. So overall, it is very similar. I'm sure you can see what we're doing. We're just trading out sustain for cooldown reduction. We'll also be grabbing chronos to make it even more crazy. I think F ends up being on like a 5 or 6 second cooldown, and we can pull it down with the Q, so it is kind of mental. Obviously, you end up lacking a little bit of sustain, but we're going to be focusing on TDM and onslaught today, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal breaker. As long as you're not playing in like a super tryhard siege, this still should work fine. We've got TDM Dragon Arena for game 1. I'm also going to play with some of her skins because I've barely shown them on the channel. I've also barely played with them myself. We've got a Maeve, we've got an Amani and a Vivian, then a Pip to finish it off, and we're up against a Fury, a Canessa, a Barrack, a Koga, and a Maeve. Definitely a couple names I recognise there, so we might be in for a bit of a rough one. Didn't even really think about it till now, but this does obviously get countered massively by like cripples and CC and all that sort of stuff, so in some situations this will be a terrible choice. Luckily here we're fine. For the talent, we'll of course be going for Relentless Presence, and then we'll grab the setup. We'll start with some chronos. I feel like that's a bad idea to start off with it straight away, but screw it. Here's a little look at the weapon. I've barely played with these skins at all. We've got Street Justice, Suspect Everybody's Splitting Ice, Cat Burglar, Repositioned, Cherished Architectronics, Catalyst, okay. Effects on this skin are definitely kind of throwing me off. I'm going to pull myself around here and get rid of the Koga, who's just kind of AFK, and go ahead and finish him off. Hello, Canessa. I'm going to pull myself in, see if we can do the right-click combo. There we go. Had full stacks. We've got the bonus damage, a couple little cheeky hits around there. Thank you, Pip, for the huge heal. We'll plus ourselves over. Going on there a little bit. I missed the Q, but that's fine. She's still out. We're on 100 health. Get rid of that Koga. There's a Q. There's my right-click. I think I'm dead. We crippled the Maeve, but Nessa's just going to clear me. Hello, enemy Koga. I guess we'll go ahead and get rid of you for free. A bit cheesy, but I'll take it. I'm noticing, though, very, very quickly that with this skin, I do not like the effects on it. It's throwing me off massively. Trying to pull myself off of that. There we go. There's a Q on the Nessa. There's a right-click. I think I'm dead. Maybe we can finish her off. There's a pull. There's my ultimate, but no, I'm gone. Jumping into 3 people. They're playing very, very grouped here. It's not really going to work. We'll grab some court. Drink ourselves upwards. Pull ourselves over. Hello again, enemy team. I think you just spawned. There's a right-click. Okay, we'll go ahead and pop the ultimate. Fury went for her one. We'll go ahead and just execute it if I can get the right angle. There we go. Kind of worked. There's a Q for you. I'm going to pull myself away. Did get snapped by the Nessa just there because she's over on this side. But yeah, it seems like the ping is a little bit all over the place. Servers have been a little bit iffy for the past couple of days. There goes the Nessa to tick damage. Right, cool. I don't mind the effects on this. It's just throwing me off because I'm really not used to it. They're not bad. I feel like if I'd played with it before, I'd probably be fine with it. But I feel like in comparison to the normal Vora effects, it's a little bit harder to see what's going on. There's a right click. We actually cleared up. Okay, cool. I died for it, but we got rid of Barrack and the Nessa. Hello again, Nessa. I guess Fury went for the ult. There's the right click to avoid that. I'm going to pull myself across. Totally thought I was going to get sniped there. We'll finish off our chrono, so we're now full cooldown reduction. Hello, Maeve. You were standing in front of me for how long there without hitting me? That was a bit weird. Pull myself across again. Hello, Koga. I guess you're finally here. Maybe he's a bot, but he's not playing like one. Vivian just died to the Nessa. Actually, just got tapped there. I'm not going to run around him on like freaking 1100 health. Guess she's going to go in though. There's a combo, sort of. She's going for the ultimate, and I actually managed to beat her. Thank you, Maeve, for the save. She couldn't see me, so we managed to somehow jiggle that one. Pull myself across. Hello, Furia. I already know you used your F, so we might as well jump in. She's going to go ahead and pop the ultimate. I guess we should just go all the way in. There's the right-click combo. Nice. There's a Q over there for the Nessa. There is the ultimate, but I think I'm probably dead. Hello, Nessa. Just jumped in out of nowhere. We'll pull ourselves across and finish her off. Nice. I'm getting kind of used to the effects now. It's a little bit easier to see what's going on. There's a Q to stop him from using the F, but I hit the turret. I think I might be screwed here, or maybe we're fine. I couldn't jump there, but I don't think it would have made a difference anyway. Hello, enemy team. Is going to jump in. There's a right-click to finish her off. Nice. We'll pull ourselves up. I think I'm dead. I don't know if I was the last death there or not, but there is the defeat. They deserve the win. The Nessa definitely carried that match if you ask me, but I feel like we actually showed off the setup pretty well. Overall, not a bad game. Shout outs to, who is it? It's the Canessa. It's also Maeve, and then finally our Amani as well. Shouts to the 3 of them. As for the stats in that one, I feel like we did pretty good. 11, 8, 44k. We were beaten out by the Maeve, surprisingly, by a little bit, not by the Nessa. And I'd say overall, so I did fine. Our Pip struggled quite a bit there. Same sort of thing with the Maeve. Our Vivian had a bit of a hard time, and so did our Amani. For their side, their Maeve and their Canessa carried. Their Fury also did a really good job. Then their Barrack did fine, didn't do terribly, and then their Koga was a bot for the most part, and they still managed to win 4v5. Right, well, for game 2, got King of the Hill, Marauder support. For some weird reason, though, using a skin booster lets me pick the limited skin, but not the limited weapon. So even though I can use the blue skin, I can't use the blue weapon. I'm having to use the green one, so I guess I can kind of show off both here at once. We got an Atlas, a Tiberius, a Fury, and a Zin. Then for their side, of Vora, who I think I played with before, a Grover, a Barrack, who I also kind of recognize, a Drogos, and a Furia. And somewhat weirdly, it seems like the effects on this one are the same as normal Vora effects, which I actually didn't know, but we got Cherish, we got Tagrin's Fury, we got Yomi, then we have Deja Vu, we're up against Combustible, Solar Blessing, Architectronics, Deep Roots, and Eluting Pressure. So Deep Roots here is going to suck. A better situation, I guess, to try and show it off off where we might have a little bit of a problem. That is a Fury Beam, which took forever to hit me, but we are fine. We'll push in over here just to be aggressive. There's a right click, which I did the animation for, but I got rooted. Hello, enemy Vora. We'll go ahead and help our Zin out. I guess Grover's also here. There's a right click just to get the damage on him, try and make sure our Zin doesn't die. Can I make that with the right click? Oh, I actually can. Holy shit, that worked. I actually just got rid of the Drogos in like the spiciest way possible. But what I was trying to say is that, yeah, it's going to be a much tougher situation just because of that Grover, because we don't even have to get hit by it. It can be our teammate. Definitely going to be a bit of a tough matchup here until we get max Hi-Rez going, just because of the team we're up against. The Fury Beam hit him, but he's just fully healed up. There we go. She's gone. Her ragdoll's just kind of gliding. Alright, fair enough. That's a bit of a different ragdoll than what I'm used to seeing, but trying to take a bit of a side angle here so the back can't block me off. Fury went for the ult. Pull myself in. There's a route for the Grover and some hits. There's a right click which missed. I'll go ahead and ult just so we can execute him. He's actually above the threshold. He should still be dead here, right though? Okay. Don't usually have too hard of a time on this map, but I'm noticing right now, just because it's kind of the focus of the video, that there really aren't many things for me to grab onto with the F. Just gonna pull myself down and start capping the objective and let the team kind of continue the team fight. Hello Grover. There's a route. There's a right click. My spawn is just here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put myself into it. That is so goddamn cheesy. I feel disrespectful doing this, but the amount of times I've freaking had other people do it, I don't feel too bad about it. Pull myself in. There's a route. Okay, that actually was surprisingly smooth. He is gone. For some reason I thought tick damage would do it. Go over with the rewind. There's a hit. There's my right click. I'm so dead, but at least we dealt some damage to him. Hello Barrack. You just got rewind from our Atlas. That was kind of surprising to see, considering I literally just spawned. We'll pull ourselves down onto her. There's a right click which didn't really work. There's some sort of combo. I'm going to go ahead and use the ult so that I don't die. Well, there goes the Drogos. For some reason I've had a hard time even dealing with him so far this match. Usually it's not too bad with Vora, but there goes the Grover. There's a Q which actually landed. He is gone. Fury's just down here. Might as well pull ourselves in. There's some hits for her. There's a right click to finish her off. I thought I was going to get stunned by that, but luckily we're fine. There goes the Vora as well. Thank you, Tiberius, for the hand. Hello, Grover. Okay, again, I was just kind of rewinding or making people get close to me for no reason. I'm not really expecting it. We'll just pull ourselves all the way around. That was a bit of a risky play, but it worked. Hello, Fury. I'm now behind you. You are dead any second. You tried to treat me with the F. For some reason, you're not taking damage from my hits properly. What was going on with the delay there? That was really weird. He's going to pull himself. Oh, we can actually pull straight to him. A lot of people, for some reason, forget you can do that with Vora. Just saw the Furious spawn. I guess Grover or Drogos is also here. I'm going to pull myself to him. There's a right click, kind of. He's on like no health. Actually finished him off. There's the ultimate as well. I don't think she's below the threshold, but we're going to hit her for the stun. Pull myself away from her beam, which is what I knew she was going to do. So actually somehow still managed to make that work. Finished off our Chronos. Pull ourselves over. Hello, Grover. I'm actually getting into the flow of Vora now. Finally pull ourselves into the Drogos. That didn't really work. There's a right click for the immunity and the self heal. He is still gone, but I thought I was going to trade. Somehow we again managed to wiggle that one. That is not what I wanted to do with the F, but we're fine. Don't know if Grover saw me. Tried to pull myself. Wasn't able to do it. Dead to the Grover. Fair enough. Hello, Fury. Just pulled myself in. Didn't really mean to. Fury Beam just coming out of nowhere. Massively clutch. Hello, Grover. I guess you're gone here as well. There's a right click to kind of avoid the route. I tried to time it. I actually managed to. He is gone. What is with my hits though? What the hell? What the hell's happening with my hits though? He's actually going to get into his spawn because my hit just didn't deal damage. That's going to very obviously show in the video, but kind of absolute bullshit is that. But either way, Barrack is getting healed by the Fury here. I'm going to pull myself over this way, then pull myself over this way, throw a Q back and right click. How the hell did I manage to get that to work? I don't know. There's some more hits for him. There's a Q. Pull myself up here. Oh my god, I'm caught on the ledge. Am I going to die here to this Barrack? I think I am. I probably could have made that work. Whatever, he deserves to beat me in that fight anyway. Drogo's just punching the Atlas, but he is still gone. I'm going to pull myself in this way behind the team. We'll throw a Q onto his turret just for the self heal, and Fury Beam did actually stun the Barrack there. It's a bit of a messy fight. There's a right click, bunch of damage. I'm surprised I managed to wiggle that one. Pulled myself a bit weirdly with the F. Hello, Vora. There's some taps for you. I'm going to pull myself in, but I'm crippled because of course you can cripple me, and for some reason I didn't think she'd be at max stack, so I'm dead. Zin altered the Tiberius, or I guess the Tiberius killed the Drogos. I messed that up completely. Okay, whatever. I feel like I've been falling apart a little bit here, so maybe we can pull it back together. There goes the Fury. Tried to cripple him, but I missed it. He tried to hit me too. He landed that one on me though. There's my right click for the immunity. Pull myself up. Vora's chasing the Tiberius. He's gone. There's a Q for you. He's hitting the blast. That's the Vora going for the. I tried to save our Zin. She got a heal. My frame rate there dropped massively, but we are still alive. There's a thing for the heal. We'll pull ourselves up because we've got the reset, of course. We'll pull ourselves again. That is the Fury going for the ult. There's a cripple for you. There's a right click. I'm going to go ahead and just use my ult to try and leave. They're going to chase, and I'm probably dead. I've only got 200 health, even with the speed and stuff here. We're on 60. I'm trying to pull myself again. How the hell did I manage to get out of that one? I've gotten some very, very lucky places time around. We'll pull ourselves over the top. Use the right click to launch. Okay, never mind. I'm going off the map. I really could have made this match so much easier for myself if I just went for resilience, but I decided to go for damage reduction instead. Pull myself over this way, get a couple more taps. She is gone, I think, to tick damage. Okay, yeah, we can just finish her. There's a Q, which isn't going to hit because he got rewound. Pull ourselves this way. Pull ourselves again. Just going all the way around here. The Barrack turret was kind of dragging me through a wall a bit weirdly. Fury with the beam. We've got to put into combat there by the Drogo. She's going for the ultimate. There's my right click. Okay, actually got that off. Point just moved here. How perfect. There's some hits for the Furia or the Vora. That works too. She's going in. There's my right click, which I thought would somehow hit. She's doing the same thing. She's going for the ultimate. Furia hit with the heals. Zin came in with the backup, so we're fine. Back running because they really need to play the point here if they want to win it. There's a right click for the bonus damage. She's gone. Pull myself up. There's a Q with the reset. Jesus Christ, this is so hectic. Vora is usually a little bit mental, but with this I feel like it's even more so. There's the pull. Oh my god, I was so close to getting away there. 381 to 395. I feel like we kind of deserve the loss, mainly just because I've been playing badly. I've got to give massive props to the team, but I really have sucked in this match. I could have done so much better. Got rid of the Drogos right at the end there, but there is the defeat. Like I said, I feel like I could have made that into a win for sure if I just didn't start sucking randomly throughout that match, but I had fun. That was what mattered. I was pulling myself around a silly amount. Stats wise, we actually didn't do terribly, but I definitely could have done way better. 21, 12, 95k. I will happily take that. Top damage other than their Vora. Props to her. For the rest of the stats there, our Furia did a pretty good job. So did our Tiberius, so did our Zin, so did our Atlas. Overall, they all did a solid effort there, but I feel like we could have done a little bit better damage wise, just in general. I think as a team, for their side, their Barrack did pretty good. He stuck to the objective a ton, so did our Atlas. Shouts to the two of them. Their Fury did okay, probably could have done a little bit better though. Their Grover was a pain in the ass, mainly with the root. Same thing, it's kind of why the Vora was annoying. Then the Drogos did fine, but he did have a lot of deaths there. Pretty standard onslaught, I would say. It was overall a really good match. If I played better, it would have been a win, but I guess we could say that about really anybody. It was pretty damn close. I feel like I showed it off really well just there in game 2, and kind of what my biggest problem is with the setup, which is that it is just so active. You are constantly pulling yourself around with the F and resetting it with the Q. You pretty much always have your pull. Obviously that's a positive thing, but you just end up doing so much more in like minute to minute gameplay that it just feels a little bit overwhelming sometimes. But we've got TDM Snowfall Junction, we've got a Genos, a Nessa, and an Nara, and a Drogos, and we're up against a Sky, a Genos, which is going to kind of suck because of the grip as in Elian and a Grover, who's also going to be a bit of a pain. We'll grab the setup. We'll start off with some Cauterize. We'll also go ahead and grab Resilience this time around, which I definitely should have done there in that second match. We'll go for the double pull straight off of the bat. This is a very risky play, but we'll see if it works out. There's some hits for him. Okay, that probably threw them off. Pull myself over this way. There's a right click that actually got rid of the Zin. I'm going to just pull myself all the way around. Okay, just got so much goddamn movement with this setup. We've got Power Cosmium, we've got Reposition, Tremors, and Fusillade. Okay, Deep Roots, Eminence, Guillotine, Power Cosmium, and Debilitate. Pull myself over. Hope we don't get rooted. That's the cripple. Even with Resilience, so that's going to shut me down massively. We really need to get that going. I feel like the Grove route isn't as bad because it doesn't hold you for as long, but with that, it really just shuts me down completely. There is a right click. I'm going to pull myself this way. I thought I was going to get clipped, but I guess we're fine. Get ourselves all the way over. Hello, Grover. That actually kind of rhymed. There's a right click as well, just to finish him off, because it does deal damage upwards a tiny bit. Pull myself over. Genos grabbing me, but the Genos is getting grabbed by the Sky. I said that sentence completely wrong. Completely butchered that sentence, but whatever. There goes their Genos. There's a cripple for the Grover. Why am I having such a hard time saying who the Genos is grabbing for some reason? Let's go in on the Liam. There's a bunch of damage. Officially just got a triple. We'll go ahead and execute with the Zin. Okay, that's a Quadra. Nice. I'm going to pull myself, but I'm dead because there's 3 of them on me. I'll take a Quadra with Vora. Not a bad way to go for sure. I think I might be dead here. Never mind. We've got max resilience. There's the combo. He is definitely dead. There's a Q for the Zin. You absorbed like 3 bloody things there, but he's still out. Pull myself over. Okay, hello enemy team. There's some hits into the Genos who's just here. That's the cripple. That's still goddamn long even with resilience. What is going on with the timing of my stuff there though? I totally should have been able to get rid of him there. What? Pull with the F. Pull again. Just going to go all the way around. Hello Genos. I guess you're just here, but you were immune because I think you literally just spawned. Are you even here? I don't know. He's dead. Pull ourselves over. Hello Sky. There's a bunch of hits into you. I'm going to try and pull myself, but I'm crippled. I don't know where she's gone. I'm going to go in on the Leon, I guess. Never mind. I'm dead to auto aim. I guess Nessa finished her off though, so it's fine. Respawned in. Just fling ourselves over. Zin is getting healed though, so we're not going to go in on him. We'll go in on the Grover instead. There's a bunch of hits. He should be out to tick. Yep, there is the Q for you, which I think I missed, but we still get the self-heal from it. There's some hits for you. You should be dead here. There's a right click at the end. Never mind. We both traded positions. Managed to finish her off. I think she went for the ultimate there. That actually kind of worked. We're back up to full. Thank you for the heal, Genos. Pull myself up this way. That would have been way smoother if I actually landed the thing. There's the right click for the immunity. Sky went for the ult again. What a play. We'll grab some more Chronos. That is the Zin on me. We're somehow alive. I went into the item shop and didn't die. Deactivate the ultimate. Pull over this way. Hello, Grover. We meet again. Zin is also here. There's a bunch of damage from him, although he's still alive, even though I feel like I was behind his counter there. It's whatever. There's a Q. Never mind. I'm gone. Ran into 4 people. What am I doing? Went for a big pull. That kind of worked. Okay, he should be dead. I don't know how he's getting so much goddamn sustain. I imagine it's because we don't have max Cauterize. I thought I did. That's completely my own fault. Got rid of the Genos. There's some hits. There's a right click. Oh, I'm definitely dead again. I'm just in the middle of 4 people. Hello, Leon. I guess I'm going in. She's gone. We should be able to get rid of the Sky here as well. I'm going to right click early. No, I'm not, because I think I got crippled by the Grover. Pull ourselves up over the top. Pull this way. That's Grover going for you. We can kind of just ignore him, finish off the Sky. I guess the team can do that. Is he going to go for the grab? Okay, cool. We got that down. So we pull over, finish him off. There's a Q sort of. I'm spamming the ultimate here, but I'm dead. Maybe she'll die for it. We're actually behind her by 4, but we could definitely still win it. Pulled myself over, kind of behind the Grover a little bit here. There's a right click. I'm spamming the ultimate again, but the animation knockout there bodied me. And there is the defeat, 33 to 40. I feel like they deserve the win again. We did pretty good though in that one. 18, 12, 60k. I will happily walk away with that. Top damage by like 20k. That's more than good enough. Shoutouts to the Genos, but for the rest of the stats, like Anessa did pretty good. Same thing with the Genos. The Anara definitely not as much there. Her stat is kind of rough. Same sort of thing with the Drogos. For their side though, their generals did pretty good. His grip was pretty annoying. Even with max resilience, it is of course still a lockout. Their Leon did pretty good. Their Grover was also a bit of a pain. Their Sky definitely did the best if you ask me, and their Zim wasn't that far behind. But there we go. That was Flying Vora or Max Tendril Vora, whatever the hell I end up titling this video. I actually feel like I spent more than half of this video in the air. If you are going to try this out for yourself, I would highly recommend Cauterize, Chronos, and Resilience. Those three items are really, really important, especially with Max Chronos and Max Resilience, so you can actually fling yourself around as much as you really want. There's not really all that much else I could add here at the end. Depending on the situation, it will actually work surprisingly well if you're not going up against a ton of CC, if the map's good for it, if your team is good for it. It depends on a bunch of things, but it's definitely good fun. That's probably more important. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you did. Thank you so much for watching, of course. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Let me know what you want to see me do next, and as always, stay frosty.